Alright, I'm here in Sterling, Virginia. There's a lot of people in some other counties, states, and towns around here saying that these data centers did not cause noise pollution. I'm not sure how good the phone is picking it up, but even with high winds today, there's an extreme noise pollution. And this is not just because the machines make noise. This is a frequency. The frequencies can give you cancer, alter the mind, put you in a Project Monarch type of trance. This right here is the evolution of MK Ultra and Project Monarch. This is what was started by Michael Aquino and all the other royalties of Satan that created these computers. Like when Apple was marketed at 666.66 for their first computer. Like I said, these things, they're taking all the water, like you see in my videos. They're gonna give people cancer with noise pollution and frequencies. They're gonna take your electricity. People that live beside this, they can't take a shower. They cannot turn their water on. They've been stripped of all their rights. These poor people have apartments right down there, and they never would have dreamed in a million years that this monster would have been built. And we've drove by about 60 or 70 of these things, and most of them are not even running yet. This is one of the only ones running. I'm not sure how good the audio is picking it up, but this sounds like the shrieking that you hear when you look up what Saturn sounds like. Imagine what it's going to sound like when you have 200 in this area running at once. This is Data Center Alley in Virginia. This powers 80% of the world's internet. Not just America, not just the continent, the world.
My name is Samuel Conrad. Thank you for this opportunity. I've lived in Winchester, Virginia most of my life, and while I completely believe that the water is at a catastrophic crisis level event, I would also like to shed some light on the other intentions of these AI data centers. In my opinion, they're putting ELFs and EMFs at crisis levels. Effects to people's body is going to be unbelievable. There's a huge amount of people's pets that's all of a sudden dying. I know multiple people that's cats all of a sudden are getting sick out of nowhere at very young ages. And also AI is projected to take up to 90% of jobs in the next 2 to 3 years. And these data centers are the beast that's powering it. Something else that they're powering is these quantum physics computers, which not many people know about, but they're unbelievably dangerous. The CEO of D-Wave's Georgie Rose was on TV about in 2016, and while this sounds unbelievable to people, he's talking about using these quantum computers to harness power from the great old ones, which are these demonic beings that H.P. Lovecraft wrote about. And this trickles back down to a man named Kenneth Grant, an occultist who took on the work of Aleister Crowley after he died. If you study this type of stuff, it's actually very common knowledge that all this stuff in history from the past 100 to 250 years is a Luciferian conspiracy. And also something I want to bring up, these AI data centers, they're working on a program called digital prisons. And they want to punish people. Instead of giving them, say, 1 year in prison, they want to give people 10 years in prison by putting them basically in a virtual reality slumber by punishing people. There's an unimaginable amount of what I call black science being worked on by these data centers. About 1 billion humanoid synthetic robots are in development right now. It's a crisis level event, and they're talking about this universal high income. But I just want to put out there what is going to be the price for that. And this is this quantic brain interface They're going to want people to get a little chip put into their brain so they can just turn on a little button, put people in a whole nother world. Thank you.
Thank you.